Welcome to a new edition of The Drop, where I give all the opinions and all whatever news I feel like talking about. And this week, I'm going to keep things light and breezy. Happy Easter if you celebrated it. I was with my family over the weekend, and I didn't really get to do much. So that's kind of why this episode's kind of short. It's sort of a rushed-together job, and I apologize for that. But I'm actually more prepared this episode, despite the fact that it's supposed to be kind of breezy. And this week, we're going to be talking about Nintendo and Dragon Ball. That's pretty much it. Nintendo and Dragon Ball. There's a little bit of a separation in topics between them, but Nintendo and Dragon Ball. Basically it. Two things Nintendo, two things Dragon Ball. Boom. Let's get to it.
Oh man, are you ready for this?
Starting off with Nintendo, we've got the Nintendo Direct that happened on the 12th of this month. For 3DS, we have some games that are being shown. Ever Oasis, which I thought looked cute. Monster Hunter Stories, where you ride the monsters. By the way, I'm just giving my opinions on some of the things. I'm not even going through all of the Direct. Pointing out my highlights of the Direct. Yokai Watch, which is basically the definitive version of the second one, is called Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres. Coldcept Revolt. And if you guys don't know what about Coldcept, go look it up. Culdcept. Kind of a cult classic kind of game. I'm kind of surprised nobody's talking about it, but then again, I think I just said it before. Cult classic. Meaning no one else cares, unfortunately. It's a good game. Good card/board game. And RPG Maker Fez, also for the 3DS. And there's even a thing you can download for free in the Nintendo eShop that lets you play other people's made RPGs. Kind of a cool thing. Fire Emblem Echoes. I got a little something to say about this. I just love how during the Direct, the guy was talking about how great and amazing the fact that it has DLC. It's modern now. Haha. Like, really? DLC makes a game modern and making it modern like that makes it good? I just want a good game. I don't hate DLC if it's good and, and all that, but just shoving it out there right there, boom, it's going to have DLC and a season pass. We're with the times, bruh. It's like, really? You're with the, as a lot of people would probably say, you're with the money-making shakedown times. Like Mr. Shakedown from Yakuza 0. Not really a good thing, some people might say. The DLC might be good, but I don't think that's how you catch people, though. You're just saying, yeah, we've got DLC, woo! Oh, and there's also the Kirby 25th anniversary, all they got going for here, which, there's Team Kirby Crash Deluxe, which I believe is already out and free to play. Kirby's Blowout Blast. It's going to be eShop only, coming out in the summer. And an unnamed full-on action platformer Kirby game. Only other piece of info we have on that is that it's this holiday. There's also some Amiibo announced. You probably already know about this. Link Amiibo, coming out June 23rd. And Smash Brothers Amiibo with 2 versions each. I believe Cloud and Bayonetta are I forget the third one is. And those are coming out July 21st. A couple days from my birthday. And there's also going to be an extra Joy-Con color and a Joy-Con battery pack for longer battery life. Something else I didn't see anybody else mention, I guess because it was a few seconds that was given to this, but a lot of the Neo Geo arcade games are coming to the Switch. KOF 99, I saw in that trailer, or in that teaser, and Mark of the Wolves, Garou. Fatal Fury Mark of the Wolves, or Garou Mark of the Wolves, whatever you want to call it, which is one of my favorite fighters ever. And that's all I got for the Switch Direct. Quick, eh? Staying with Nintendo for the other piece of news, the more prevalent piece of news, as you've seen it everywhere, the NES Mini being discontinued by Nintendo. Some people are saying that, well, they don't want to be cannibalizing their own console. The Nintendo Switch has a virtual console. It has all these classic games, but I don't think everybody wants to shell out money for a Switch or want to go through the extra steps to play the games they remember from their childhood. And for more than a few people, as in a lot, that's all they want to do. And they're fine with that. They just want to play their old classic games. I honestly believe that the audience that they want to buy the Switch and play those classic games there, along with their new games, are a completely different audience than what's going to buy the NES Mini. Also, the whole thing of underproducing them and making them seem like they're super coveted. Some part of me is actually kind of glad. Paradoxically saying, I just said I don't think they should discontinue, but at the same time, I'm not mad over it. I just think that they could still keep selling them and ramp up production instead of stopping production altogether. there's a whole other audience out there that only wants to play NES classic games and don't care about new Switch games or anything like that, and that audience is willing to give their money for an NES Mini because they don't know about emulators, or don't care about emulators, or don't care about going through the hassle of a Switch either. You could have had dollars coming in, dudes. You could have kept printing more money. The Switch alone is great and is selling, from what I saw in another news report, the Switch is their fastest selling console in God knows when, but the NES Mini was great for those super casuals that they keep thinking they'll get back, like with the original Wii. It's like, no, just the NES Mini, boom. But you guys want to discontinue it, Nintendo, that's all on you. I say you could have made some more money. That's all I gotta say about that. And Nintendo, on to Dragon Ball. Now on to Dragon Ball, we've got the Mortal Level rankings and the Angels' names being revealed. Thanks to Herms over from Kanzenshu. On his Twitter, he was kind enough to translate everything that was revealed on the Toei's Dragon Ball Super website, which is in Japanese, of course, so he translated it. This guy is amazing. Go follow him at Herms98 on Twitter. Give him your love. Give him your thanks. First, we have the Mortal Level rankings. Universe 1 through 12. Which ones are in which place? And I'm going from top to bottom. Just going quick. Universe 1, Universe 12, Universe 5, Universe 8, Universe 11, Universe 2, Universe 3, 10, 4, 6, 7, and finally 9. And each one has a nickname too. Universe 1 is Supreme Universe, 12 is Ultimate Universe, 5 is Well Balanced, 8 is Industrious, 11 is the Universe of Justice, 2 is the Kind Universe, 3 is Spiritual Universe, 10 is the Macho Universe, 4 is the Scheming Universe, and fun fact, the God of Destruction of that universe is antagonistic toward Beerus. It's kind of funny because that one looks like a mouse and Beerus is a cat. Cat, mouse, Tom and Jerry. Haha, get it. 6 is the Challenging Universe, 7 is just our universe, and 9 is the Underhanded Universe, because they're all jerks over there. If you've seen Sidra, who... I have a character named Sidra that looks nothing like him, but also kind of a god, but a goddess, whatever. That God of Destruction of Universe 9 is kind of lazy, and then the Kaioshin is, as we've seen, kind of a dirtbag. It's kind of funny. And the Angels are from Universe 1 through 12. I'll just go and give you their names and their name puns, so I can go through this quickly. Awamo from Awamori, that's the drink, that's Universe 1. I'll just say their names, you should know, 1 through 12, straightforward. Sour from Sour Cocktail, Campari from Campari, Cognac from Cognac, Cocktail from Cocktail, Vados from Calvados, Whis from Whiskey, Corn from Cornbrand, Mojito from Mojito, Goose from Cuqueña, which is a Peruvian beer, Margarita from Margarita, and Martinu from Martini. That's a lot of info, and as for the Kaioshin, yes, their names have been revealed too, but what about the Kaioshin? What about the Kaioshin? I like all their names, and I like how they have more lore and backstory. I just hope it actually shows up in the show. That I actually want to hear more than a line, but at least a line where the well-balanced universe is going to do this, and that's Universe 5, and, stuff like that. Kind of cool lore, but for right now, it's all it is just background stuff. I have a feeling we're not going to hear any of this in the actual Tournament of Power. I want to hear it. I love the backstory. That's why I loved Dragon Ball when Goku was still a kid, because the world seemed pretty darn rich and full. Since Z and on, it's almost like it's been through a microscope. You barely get any of that cool stuff outside of where Goku lives and the Z fighters. Nothing from anywhere around the world or around the universe. Frieza was like, hey, I run this, but we didn't really get to see any of those worlds. But then again, when you get Toei to do it, you get that Potafu arc with the Vegeta, copy Vegeta, and that wasn't great. And a lot of the GT stuff, world hopping was kind of cool, but it's kind of also super boring. GT kicked up to me when Baby started, but before that, it was really, really boring to me. I can't sit through it. I get bored. And that's it for this part. Now on for the final part, which is Dragon Ball Super related as well. And that's about number 17. Android 17 from here on. So in the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super, Android 17 has fought Goku, and during the fight, Goku even took to transforming to Super Saiyan Blue for the sparring contest. Now from a story perspective, this is just me. Even with a big boost in power, 17 still shouldn't be able to hang with Goku. I don't see how. I mean, that level of strength that was attained by Goku and Vegeta in Super Saiyan Blue was thought, I believe they said, oh, you couldn't do this even if you had, like, millions of years or thousands of years of training. Like, that level of strength is just not mortally possible. Is that a word, mortally possible? Not possible to non-gods without, like, crazy training, which they got. They got godly training, and they got to reach Super Saiyan Blue. However, I just think it's Toei's way of saying, hey, look, 17 is way stronger than before, and he's going to be an actual asset. He won't be blown away by any of the other people in the Tournament of Power. The Trio de Danger, which are all like seem to be Majin Buu level plus, which if it was the same 17, he would get destroyed, but they gave him a boost to say, hey, look, no, he won't get destroyed. He's pretty dang strong. I'm not really into power scaling. I do like strength discussions, but I'm not really into power scaling that way. It doesn't bug me. I just want to see some consistency, but it doesn't bug me. I actually can live with it. I thought the episode was cool. I thought the fight was awesome. And I really liked the colors in that fight. The sunset colors you got there with the fight, that was pretty cool. You show me cool stuff, and you give me a good story, even though, like, theoretically, like, oh, Goku should be able to destroy him. But then again, he did it against Kuririn, or Krillin, too. And Krillin, I don't think, is anywhere near strong as 17 either, and boom, he went blue to him. I think, like, a lot of people have said Goku's probably just doing this to show them, hey, look, bruh, this is what you gotta fight. Someone as strong as this. Can you handle it? You don't have to beat me, but you have to be able to show that you can hang in this tournament. I'm pretty sure that's his motives. I can see that being his motives for turning Super Saiyan Blue. Some people think it's to foreshadow a transformation. We'll see about that. I just think for right now his motives are, I need to be able to see that facing someone of this power doesn't deter you, and it doesn't overwhelm you. So I'm okay with that. Plus, you got guys like Seth the Programmer that are willing to power scale for you. And that's it for this episode. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Check out the Twitters and the links and all that. That'll be in the description. Thank you guys for listening. See you next week.
I don't think it's a gay drink. Mojito.